Hello, YTPC. This is Steve, and you're watching Smoking Cardboard. It's been a while. Been busy with all the things. Yeah. So, smoking my Sandblast Mark Tinsky pipe. Smoking some Solani Silver Flake. I like how as stuff ages, it kind of uses up moisture that's in the jar. So a lot of these blends are just kind of no dry time necessary. Just shove it in a pipe and go. There, that better. Sorry, I'm moving you guys all around. Thought I should say hi. Try to do this once a month thing. And now it's October already. Things have been good. Got to make it to Kansas City for board game convention. Gotta eat at Slaps Barbecue. It's really good. Tried a brewery there that ChatGPT suggested based on my inputs, and it was really good. Went to Alma Mater Brewery in downtown. Yeah, so that was fun. Been doing a lot of stuff around Carton Kids for sports. Daughter in cross country, son in cross country, son in soccer, another son in show choir. Also, my oldest is gonna turn 16 next month, November. So we trying to find a vehicle that we could get her. You kind of think when they start learning to drive, there's no rush to getting anyone driving, but man, once the school season starts and all these activities, you're like, I can't wait until they can drive themselves. This is such a burden to have to be all these places all the time. So this last Thursday, I found a car up at Ashland, which is up by Lake Superior. Never been up there before. Up by Eric's, see smoke pipes somewhere up there. Didn't see him because, man, I went after work all the way up there, which is a 3-hour drive, and came back that night. So we ended up getting the car, but man, the car needs some work. It's making me a little bit nervous, but I also didn't pay very much for the car. I was able to talk down on the car quite a bit because it needed a lot of work. So I think the next 2 months is going to be me trying to get this car sorted out. But I don't know, I kind of like working on some of those things. I'm sure Rust will make it so that I don't like working on any of those things. But there's no rush with some of this stuff because we don't need the car right now. So that helps when you're trying to figure something out. It's not like I need this car tomorrow to get me to work. Yep. Otherwise, then we've been starting our Bible study at church. continue to study Sermon on the Mount in Matthew. We're now going through the end of chapter 6 into 7. Some of it's coming really easy, and other parts are just taking up a lot of headspace thinking through. But that's been really good. I'm just always so changed by the things that I read. It's very exciting to learn the things that I'm learning. I still watch YouTube and stuff, or more listen to it. And I always have a method to the madness. I never liked YouTube suggesting videos for me. So I always subscribe to the channels that I want to watch. And each day I will go through and select all of the videos that I'm going to add to a watch list. So I'll just watch later, and then when I listen to videos, I just go through the watch later list, and now I'm just watching the videos that I want to watch. Well, with going to Kansas City and the board games, sometimes when you have those breaks where you're not watching any of the videos, now you have this backlog of videos, and some of it you just have to cut out some, but some of them you're just like, oh, I don't want to cut out these videos. So for the last several weeks, and even before then, because of other breaks, I'm like 5 days behind reality, at least, which is interesting. I like to watch a little bit of news, so I do some of that, and so it's funny to get all this news that's like a week old, because everything right now is changing constantly. It kind of is a little bit of a good stress reliever, because you just know you're looking at at the past, not the current. And then watching other people's videos, I'm just way behind. Some people mention stuff. So anyway, I've always been one of those people that I'm super late to comment compared to everybody else. But I've tried not to do as much commenting anymore. And mostly that is because I'm just listening to it, so it requires me to stop what I'm doing to go comment, and it's kind of distracting. But anyway, that's life with me. Hopefully I can get this car in good shape. It's Honda Civic, just most basic car, coupe, and it doesn't have very many miles on it, but when I drove it back from Ashland, it was holding its temperature pretty well. But when I would stop, the temperature would climb a little bit. Not like into the red or anything, and when we finally stopped, you could tell that the car was hot. Not like I said, in the red necessarily, but I don't know. I've had enough old cars that I know that that's know. So I'm gonna try to do some things. Make sure the fan's turning on, and make sure that, or do some flushes, make sure the coolant is full. The brakes are all super squishy. Try to take a look at those and bleed those brake lines. See if I can get that a little bit firmer. Brakes weren't making any unusual noises or anything. It was just super squishy. Missing a muffler or something. Need to get one of those, put it on. And the suspension, I feel like it was quite jarring. Whenever you hit any sort of bump, man, you just completely felt it. So I'm not sure if that's just old car suspension or something's broke. I'm not sure I'd be able to tell. I'll have to learn some things to figure that one out. And there's a whole myriad of smaller things. There was no high beams on the car. The dome light didn't turn on when the door opened, but it would turn on manually. The radio doesn't work. So it's a car with a lot of issues. But it's the first car for somebody, so it's a good, it'll work out. And it needs new tires. I need to get new tires. So that's easy enough. But so it needs a lot, but hopefully a bunch of that stuff won't add up into big dollars, especially if I do it myself. So anyway, I'm gonna finish smoking this pipe, continue my studying of the Bible. I think I'm going to be studying Matthew 7:12, verse 12. And then I get to clean the garage so I can fit these vehicles back in, because it gets cold here, and then it's been hot. I mean, this fall has been so warm up here. Like, we're in the 80s. It's supposed to cool off, I think, this next week, and then eventually it's going to start freezing. I can't believe we haven't had any freezes yet. And then now you're talking having ice on your windshield every single morning, and it's nice to get those cars in the garage so you don't have to do that. But anywho, it'll be good to get my garage all put back together. Kind of leave it with open so all the bikes and other things can just get in there. Well, I do think since the last video I did get my motorcycle license, so that's cool. Kind of have a bug to get a motorcycle, but I don't have the funds to. Think I'm gonna waste them all on this car. So we'll see. But it was fun to get the license, and I'm grateful for a friend that allowed me to use his bike to get that. So that was a lot of fun. I enjoyed doing that. But yeah, and then yeah, I think there was another project that we did too. Labor Day weekend, we weren't going anywhere, and I was like, well, my wife's a painter now. She's pretty embarrassed by our paint jobs in our house and the way it looks. I was like, why don't we start painting? She's like, I'm like, where do you want to start? She was like, well, I want to start in the main floor, the living room, kitchen. I'm like, well, before we paint the living room, because she wants to paint the ceiling too, we need to put some lights in. All we have is the types of lights that are lamps that are plugged in on a switch on the outlet. So I want to put can lights in the whole living room area, and so I was able to run all those lights in the living room, and then we painted it all that weekend. And so that was a neat little weekend job we got done. So now we have to eventually paint all the rest of the house. But we're kind of waiting for some funds to get more paint. So not having the funds seems to be a common theme right now. It's a tasty blend. I really like it. I don't know if I like it more than the Hollow, the wine that I was smoking in the last video. I could just keep smoking that, but I figured I'd try something different. But I like, especially in the fall, having something with at least some Kentucky. It's like a must. Gotta have that Kentucky. It's not quite cold enough, otherwise I'm definitely bringing out the Amphora Kentucky, which I think that's like no more anymore, right? I mean, I just smoke so infrequently that it feels like I have an endless supply of any tobacco I need. Well, I'll stop rambling. It's good talking to you. Always good to see all you in your videos. I appreciate your comments and your kindness. I hope you guys, gals, are all doing great. And we'll catch you again, hopefully in another month. Talk to you later.